search some light. I want you, I know we both escape, too close to ground. We've been running for ages to search some light. We can feel that we're there after running for nights. We feel so just dropping down to below will roam. You don't have to love me, just give me a reason, something I could go off, try to fight the feeling. You don't have to love me. You don't have to love me. You don't have to love me, just give me a reason, something I could go off, try to fight the feeling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is week 2 of Blue Otter Gold League. Glacial Void on the blue side, taking on CB Ibiza on the red side. Bans are coming in fast and furious. Diana, Ezreal, Vigar, and Karma already taken off the board. Joining me is none other than Fury. But Xerath and Any won't be either. Holy crap, these are some fast bans
They're
coming up on
flying
these
through
teams.
this. Oh
And
my
Shen
god,
has
okay.
also already been selected. Oh
Shen
my
already
gosh.
grabbed. I haven't even seen any of this happen. I'm too busy losing my mind over your little gif on screen. Um Shen picked up, Soraka picked up. Is that the
The
Soraka top
Lilia
though?
select up for CB Ibiza as well. I'm thinking it's not Soraka top after
It'd be
the
great.
patch. I'm thinking it's going to be a support. But like, my mind is kind of blown right now. I feel like there is a very clear cut approach to do this. You want to draft your bot lane, your jungler. You get your AD carry out of the way, who are really strong now. But we're not seeing any of those bans. Twisted Fate's
No.
still up. Caitlyn's still up. We have an abundance of AD carry selections that we can pick right now. And this is throwing me off. The Xin Zhao comes suit. That's like the one pick that makes sense for me so far at the start of this draft. But what are your thoughts so far, Fury?
Well, I mean, right off the bat, Void is just targeting the mid lane with these bans, right? So
Yeah,
Chitin, I guess, is their big threat that they want to go after and make him a little bit uncomfortable. Which I don't know if it will. Xerath, Vigar, and Karma, all very good, but there's definitely better mid laners right now. I mean, you left Victor up for no reason.
yeah.
Who else? What's her name? What's the little stupid little Yordle? Stupid emo Yordle. What's her name?
Facts. I was like, what are you
Vex. There we
talking
go.
about?
Dude, I don't play this game anymore.
Okay, this is getting
But
out of hand.
oh, it's
CVBs
three
needs to
supports.
relax. And they need to relax a little bit. There's so much healing. Okay, so the one thing I do like though from Glacial Void, Jhin struggles to kill tanks, right? Jhin is not a tank buster. You would pick like Jinx. Caitlyn's pretty decent into that. There's a whole slew of ADCs that you would pick
Okay.
into tanks. But CB Ibiza has not drafted a tank yet. So it's the healing off of the Soraka and the Senna. I'm praying that's not a Soraka Senna bot lane, but that's what it's looking like right now.
Yeah. I mean, they
But
need one champion with
Jin's gonna
DPS.
pop. Jin's gonna pop champions here, and it's the Cho'Gath as well as the Fizz and the Ahri band. So the mid lane definitely getting targeted here, as neither mid laner has selected one. I mean, the Victor's up, Corki's up. There's a whole lot of priority picks that are up on the board right now that could go either way at this point.
Ibiza needs better DPS or better burst
Mhm.
for one Jin and two Xin Zhao.
Yeah,
Because they're not going to die very quickly. Jin's going to be a little bit far away. Even if you do get someone on him, Lily is at your moment is going to be your best bet to kill him. But you don't really have the team to walk through a Shen and a Xin Zhao. So
exactly.
I'd
Yeah.
like to see a little bit of a better engage and some better bursts or DPS. Garen is, I guess he's something. I don't really know if he fits into any of that.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see League Chat to see if it's a potential mispick for the Garen here, but maybe it's something that we don't
Full
know.
crit Garen, and then you're gonna have all the healers behind
Like,
him.
there are a lot of healers backing the Garen up, but the only issue is Garen just kind of spins and silences. There's not a lot
Yeah.
of CC
It's all
that this
single
team
target
really can
too.
put out.
Everything
Yeah,
that he
it's yeah.
does. Yeah.
The
So it's
Nami
not like
goes
he's
pretty
doing
well with
anything.
Jhin right now as well. And the Victor locked in for Glacial Void. So pretty well run a comp so far coming out of Glacial Void. Good
It,
amount of engage, good amount of kiting back as well, because there's,
Mhm.
just walk away from a Garen at that point and he's gonna have a hard time.
I'm just
So
very confused that Victor made it through this far and ended up
yeah.
being last pick for
Blue
Void.
5. Yep. So
Yeah,
let's see what they
B5 Victor.
answer. I assume this is a mid lane pick here, assuming it's a
Oriana
Soraka
maybe.
Senna. I don't know. What do we think? What would you pick here?
I genuinely don't even know with this team that they have. Like,
Mhm.
if you want a high burst for late game, you go Oriana, or you just go Karthus.
So,
Okay.
is it Karthus? Okay, hear me out. What if it's Garen top, Lilia jungle, Soraka mid, Karthus on a bot? That is my guess. Because I don't like Lilia in any of these lanes here, right?
Garen jungle,
Garen
Lilia top,
jungle.
Karthus mid, Senna Soraka bot is what I'm guessing.
I have no clue what's going on in the CB Visa draft, to be honest with you. But I am all for it. Looks like pure chaos. It should be a fun one.
It's definitely our first cast of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So looking at these two team comps, who do you favor in game one here?
I have to say Void because their team comp is an actual team comp. Whatever Ibiza is doing, I've never seen it. If
Mhm,
it can work, sure. I mean, I don't doubt that it can't work. But
mhm.
if I'm just going off of first look at drafts, I like Void's a lot more.
All right. Well,
Lead said LS is drafting for
yeah,
them. They bought out his
yeah. This
contract.
is praise the church of LS. I mean, it's definitely an odd looking
Rage.
draft. We'll see. Maybe they have some games on it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're pulling something out for the first time. We'll find out when we head on to the Rift. But until then, we all have to patiently wait. And we're going to throw to a quick break, and we'll be right back with game one of Glacial Void taking on CB Ibiza. All right, we are back. It is Glacial Void on the blue side, CB Ibiza on the red side, and already the jungler has forgotten to buy items. Brighter forgot to buy items, but Brighter went back in the base. Unfortunately, Xin Zhao has yet to buy items. In a little bit of a predicament. I don't think this is a strategy, right? Like, I'm pretty
I don't
up to
know.
date on League of Legends, and I have never seen a jungler not buy an item.
Here's what he does. He doesn't buy items. Then when he gets a kill or an assist, he goes back and gets better items.
Yeah, but couldn't you just buy an item and then get a better item off that anyway?
You
It's
could.
flawed logic, Fury. I,
I don't know what happened there.
Oh, there's the
Really.
recall. There it is. Okay, we figured it out. All right.
He's gonna be
For
late,
those of
though,
you
man.
that don't know, yeah, we have in the past seen actual junglers start without anything. Uh-oh. We got some support on support violence going on. CB Waka fighting the Nami. Helium Bamboo. Taking a little bit of poke damage, but able to trade it back. And again, what I predicted was wrong. What Fury predicted was wrong. We, in fact, have a Soraka up in the top lane, a Garen in the mid, and a Karthus Senna bot. Karthus with the exhaust as well.
Hashtag 4LS came through in the chat.
Yep.
Right off the bat. So
Yep.
the homage to C9LS, the 78 days that he was on C9 for. But we'll see if Wonderworld and Waka are able to pull it out as well as two pro players did on a full 5-man pro team.
I'm going to be honest with you, that bot lane did not do that well. It was
No.
because the game took so long they were able to pull it up, but we'll see. Something I am concerned about, though, it is the Soraka top lane. We were kind of talking about that as we do see some trading in the bot lane. But if I was the Xin Zhao, if Kama and Tuna are able to team up and just bully the Soraka in the top lane, that should be kind of a feast scenario for that 2v2 up in that side. Like, there's nothing that Lilia and Soraka can do against the two of them. The taunt comes through, a whole bunch of damage on the Soraka. You're not out healing that. You can even get some cut down early on, which they're going to need for this team to be successful. But I don't, that's such a weak top side for me.
Yeah, I mean, first gank, you're at least getting a flash from Soraka. Second gank, you know, she might have to back off the first one, use TP. Second gank, she's dead. There's really nothing you can do against that. There's 2 dashes with
Nami
Shen
taking a
and
lot
Zen.
of poke damage here from the Senna. Actually, good bubble under the Karthus.
One
But
more auto.
auto attack. The flash comes through from Waka, but it is the heal from Gopamine to keep their support safe. So definitely some trading going on in the bot lane. 400 gold lead right now in favor of CB Ibiza here.
Yeah, very nice use of holding the flash till the very last second. Same with holding the heal for the very last second by Gopamine there, ending up not trading anything at all except for a couple sums. Obviously, we're going to see Ibiza come out a little bit on top, only using the flash. Still have 3 more summoners on their side versus an exhaust flash.
Taking a little bit, taking a little poke there, but Nami has to be careful. And just the Skittles coming out from the Karthus doing so much damage. The bot lane really needs to kind of put on some fancy feet and start dodging those out, or it's going to be a really rough game for them.
Yeah, and a big issue as well with the whole Karthus Senna thing is that was played on a really big stage, right? With teams that know how to just sit back and farm all game.
Yeah.
This is gold. Nobody's that smart. They're gonna go 10 minutes at most and be like, okay, there's no kills. We need to get 20 of them right now.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna immediately start inting. None of these guys can wait 20 minutes before they get their first kill. And I think that's gonna be the downfall of Ibiza with that comp, especially with drag coming up in 40 seconds. And the fact that Xin Zhao's ganking top at the moment.
Yeah, so he is the wraparound. The flash taunt comes through. Kama's there. See if he can get it off. The flash comes through as well, but it's going to be not enough. It is first blood to the Xin Zhao. Kama picks that one up, so trading in the bot lane meanwhile. And it could be, let's get a little low in the mid lane. Does hit level 5, though, so should hit Q and walk out there. But yeah, so first blood, like we said, weak top side. The exhaust comes down in the bot lane. Government in a little bit of trouble as well, but Wonderworld does get stunned up. The heal comes through, but the tower shot's there as well. And that's 2 kills in the bot lane. It is disaster for CB Ibiza in this early game.
It was just too tunnel vision for Wonderworld and Waka. They used all of
Mm-hmm.
their sums there, figured they had to chase it down, try to trade something off, but the heals from Nami, the CC were there. Gopamine ending up with a very nice W under tower. Wonderworld just getting a little bit too close to that tower, gets finished off, and then Waka shortly after. So 3-0 across the board with about a 1.3k gold lead over towards Glacial Void.
And what happens when Karthus and Senna don't have any summoners? First blood on the jungler. I'm thinking Xin Zhao goes bot pretty soon. Pick up a couple more kills down there for his team.
Yeah, he's going to get spotted out on Tri-Brush there. He's going to go ahead and sweep it out. Hextech Drake is going to be the first on the board. Victor definitely has the priority in the mid lane right now against Chitin, who's dangerously low, although did just hit 6 up there. But they're going to have the better move, especially because now we're potentially seeing a
the
gank
wraparound,
down on the
though.
bat side here.
Ooh, is it going to go through? Shanna's level 6 as well. Keep that in mind. The Soraka is only level 5. The bubble does not quite land. They go in on it. The knockup doesn't even need to come through. One more auto attack. Gopamine does get that kill. And that is a 2-0-1 Jin. Waka trying to trade a little bit of damage back, but that does look like it will be Dragon. First Drake going over to Glacial Void.
Yeah, they're going to jump on that right away. We haven't seen I Praise God for a while, although, as we can see on that stats board, about 18 CS up over Kama. Even though Kama is moving around the board more, Praise God, I think, is going to have a little bit more XP on his side when he comes out of this jungle.
Oh, Gopamine could be in trouble. Oh, the good double bubble comes through. Kama's there as well. The Shen ult is available, but they're opting not to use it. It is now on Kama, but it is a 2v3. The jungler is going to be able to kite this out, actually. Wonderworld is able to trade damage, doesn't get taken down, and just like that, the mid lane rotates. Brighter, not able to match, and that is 4 kills to CB Ibiza.
Yeah, that was just poor coordination and macro on the side of Glacial Void. Brighter had just backed, had to use TP just to get back into the mid lane. We saw a late ult come in from Tuna, although I'd imagine he probably had to go a little bit far away because Kobita does have that silence that can immediately stop that Shen ult. So he probably took a little bit long time because of that, but it did cost his team in the long run. They do end up getting Drake. But the game is considerably closer now, down to about a 100 gold lead.
Yeah, I mean, and what was such a good early game for them instantly turned. Brighter kiting inside the Garen damage. Needs to get a little bit further away there. And just what I was saying, though, it was a whole bunch of kills early in both bot, 3 bot, and 1 top for Glacial Void. And they really good Dragonfire from the CBBs to really turn this game around.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're looking not terrible right now. Obviously, the first couple kills, not the greatest for them. But if you look across the board, CS is very close, unless they're ahead in the jungle, which is considerably ahead, 26 farm. But when you're not killing these people on repeat, like Garen, if he's being allowed to just farm, if Soraka's being allowed to just farm, obviously she got ganked once there and got the kill, but you can't really keep a check on her. She's just constantly farming. She's going to come out with more support items. She's going to be able to be just a massive menace, as we do see Praise God showing up into the top lane here. Yeah, Chitin queuing the wrong person there.
Yeah, good damage from Brighter onto Chitin, and it's just you're going to have the constant push into the Garen, but on the flip side, if Chitin is able to get a roam off, it is very dangerous for that Victor to kind of walk into that river where the Garen could be waiting for them.
Yeah, exactly. And just look at Kama right now, off in the other side of the jungle, while Praise God is actually clearing out his entire top side. Took the blue, took Gromp, is moving on to Wolves now.
I think this is a huge concern for Glacial Void. This is a probably one of the largest jungle differences in terms of CS and gold difference right now between these two that I've seen in a while. Outside of, like a level 1 going horribly wrong for someone. Kama has been able to go around and make their own decisions, and they've been trying to gank these lanes, and they're not finding anything within the past, 4 minutes or so. So I'm a little worried for the Xin Zhao as they are falling super far behind in gold against this Lilia.
Yeah, I get that when you're playing Xin Zhao, you want to make an impact very early, and that's fine. You can balance that out though by letting Lilia clear your entire top side
Mhm.
10 minutes into the game. That spells some disaster for
Yeah.
Glacial Void because that just is something that can't happen if you're keeping track of your jungle farm. Essentially, as Kama is going in here.
Army is up in the top lane. Senna ultimate comes through, but the flash comes through as well. The Karthus ultimate will not quite kill them up. Is he going to be able to get the damage? It's not quite.
Oh no
Kobita able
way!
to turn around a 1v2 with help from some friends. And that is not good for Glacial Void up on the top side.
The heal from across the map from Waka, the ultimate from across the map from Wonderworld, and
And
then
then the Sirach
Kobita
ult
just
under turret.
ulting
Yeah.
under tower. Yeah, when it should have been one more auto. Doesn't quite happen, and now a very questionable Shen ult into the mid lane. I get that you probably just wanted to back Chitin off of Brighter,
Yeah, but
but now you've
Praise God
completely
is there. The
disregarded.
Lilia, yeah, able to do some damage. Able to dash out though, so they're still
Going to
going for
sleep.
this. Oh, pops the blast con. This could be a kill. Tuna is in a whole lot of trouble right now. I praise God. Gets the solo kill up on the top laner. And Helium in a lot of trouble too. The Skittles, one more will hit, and it's gonna pick it
Oh,
up. Wonderworld and the 2v2 CV Ibiza strike back. Okay, with the flash forward onto the Q. The E is damaged there. The flash, the ultimate. Oh, not quite there. And they're both going to walk away. I praise
here
God
comes
is there.
Praise
Comet could
God.
be in trouble. Yep. The wave is there. Kobita is there as well with the heals. Oh, no. Comet is in all
Kama's
sorts of
dead.
trouble. Yeah, I praise
Brighter.
God. Does get stunned up under turret, but we'll be
Oh
able to
man.
walk out in. CB Ibiza using the roaming ability of the top laner Kobita, able to get 2 quick kills in the mid lane.
Senna has a whopping 39 stacks for those asking. Very nice setup there from CB Ibiza into the mid lane, just keeping Brighter and Tuna completely separated from each other. Same with Kama, like nobody really able to get in and help each other out, completely spaced apart. CB Ibiza had a massive advantage over that. They're going to move straight into the dragon, grab that ocean. Now 3k gold ahead. Tides have certainly turned as the Cloud Soul is actually going to be our first Dragon Soul of the night.
Yeah, Rift is up, and they are starting that off, but I don't know if you own that Rift Herald. They have the member advantage at the moment, but resets are coming through from Ibiza, so
Ibiza doesn't
we'll
really
see.
know, I don't think. I don't think
Tough.
they're
Yeah.
aware. I think they're kind of in the same mindset as you, as
Mhm.
why would they be on Rift Herald right now when they
True.
really shouldn't be? But they're going to
Uh-oh.
go ahead and
I
take
praise
advantage of
God
the
coming
take
down the bot lane. Drazi comes
dopamine.
through, but the flash heal from Gopamine and the Gale Force keeps them safe.
Range ult there, praise God, might not have realized how far away Wonderworld and Waka actually were for that.
Oh, but
Gets off
they
with the
have
poke.
2 ultimates. It doesn't matter. You can run it down for a little bit and get both the Senna ultimate and the Karthus ultimate to pick up that kill. But yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, they couldn't really grab anything off that. I don't think that those are really big cooldowns. I don't think you want to waste all 3 off of what
But
might
yeah,
be a kill.
it's over a 2K gold leader now for I praise God over Kama at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Dopamine just clearing out in the bot lane here, 98 to 99, which isn't bad if you're Wonderworld. I think. I think if you're
Yeah,
Dopamine, you're not too happy with that because you want to be ahead. You have a much better clear.
yeah.
Considering Wonderworld, his Q does more damage to single targets. It's not that great for clearing this early on.
So Brighter and Kama will get some turret plates in the mid lane, but they are both still down just an absurd amount right now. And what's frustrating about Glacial Void is they played the first 4 minutes so well. They got 3 kills, 2 in the bot lane, 1 on the top lane. The jungler was where he needed to be. The lanes were playing where they needed to be. And then they haven't done anything after that.
No. Yeah, I mean, at this point now, Kobita's actually ahead in CS over Tuna. Sitting on that Moonstone Renewer. Obviously, it's a support item, so it's going to be a little bit cheaper than what Tuna's going for, but has a full item nonetheless.
Yeah,
Praise
Prescott does
God,
get
get caught
exhausted. Yep, the wave comes through, kiting this. This is a big shutdown. 700 gold if they're able to get it on Brighter. They do get it. I thought the Shen was going to take it for half second there. So that is a huge shutdown. 700 gold going over to Brighter there. They're looking for Chitin as well. The Nami is there, doesn't have the ultimate. Looking for the bubble. The bubble not quite connecting. And Kama in a little bit of trouble, but does pop the ultimate as well as the center ultimate coming through to keep Chitin topped off. And everyone walks away from the mid lane skirmish.
And nice ult from Kama as well to negate
Yeah.
that damage from Garen coming through on that ultimate. Praise God was about 1 second off from being able to use that lullaby to get out of that fight, but didn't quite have it up just yet. Either way, right now, CB Ibiza looking very dominant at the moment. Also, I'm liking the new UI with this these gold bounties that we're seeing at the top there.
Yeah, it is nice.
Nice little quality of life change by Riot there.
Yeah, so they have a way to get back in. They're gonna take the mid lane, so that is, a gold objective bounty as well claimed. Ryder has a decent amount of gold now, gonna be about 1,000 up over Chitin. So they do have that going for them, but I don't know. It is still looking rough in the gold difference overall.
Oh,
Chitin going for the 1v1 over Ryder right now. That is a lot of damage. And honestly, if Chitin didn't ult Kama earlier, I think that's a kill. 1v1 in the mid lane.
100% it is. At that point, finish Stridebreaker. Definitely.
Get a little cheeky, does get that. The Nami does have to flash and gets dunked on. Another kill over to I Praise God. 6, 1, and 2. Lilia. Gopamine does have to look careful. Kama is there as well. The heal comes through. Kama might have bitten off a little more than he could chew. The Karthus all coming through, and that's going to be a wrap. Chitin takes down Kama. Tuna is there as well. Gopamine gets dropped. I Praise God looking to get the kill on Tuna, but not going to be enough. Waka keeping them topped off. A lot of healing, and I don't see any heal cut yet through for Glacial Void other than the mid laner.
Yeah, Brighter just picked up that Oblivion Orb there. No one else could quite have anything just yet, but praise God. I mean, you have to assume he's in your jungle every time he's up, right? Because he's been living there the entire game. It's
Speaking of which, they're back
CS.
again. Yeah,
and there it is.
Bamboo does have to drop the ultimate. That's a big cooldown, but does walk out alive.
Free Drake.
They don't
right
own
there.
the bot side of the jungle at all right now. Yep, Drake's about to spawn in 4 seconds. That's the second one. Fortunately for Glacial Void, there is no crazy Drake stacking. This is going to be pretty late soul for them. And it is Cloud, which is kind of scary with Garen. Tuna could be in a little bit of trouble here. The banana not doing that much damage. No CC does connect. That's one of the issues that they have is they have these skill shards they have to hit to kind of lock these members down. If they're able to hit them, that's great, but there's no hard engage other than really the Lilia hitting some of these drowsies, and that's all they got right now. Yeah, ooh, a lot of damage from the Senna. Chitin's going deep. This could get ugly. The tower is still available. Wonderworld does get executed. I Praise God has to walk out a little bit. Waka's there to keep them all topped off, and they're so ahead right now with the additional healing items. There are 18 minutes in, diving a tier 2 turret, still tanking the tier 1.
Yeah, it's actually crazy to me that Wonderworld got executed throughout that. I don't know how that gets let happen. Nobody touched him somehow. But good for him. Doesn't risk giving up any gold. That small shutdown that he does have certainly would have helped Void regardless. But they're just going to clear out the bot side here with Praise God. Nothing is up at the moment until Baron in about 1:20. It's kind of hard to believe that we haven't even hit the 20-minute mark with how ahead Ibiza is at the moment.
What did you say about, farming for 25 minutes or something like that? You don't need to farm.
I guess you don't have
for 25 minutes when you can just farm champions for 18.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to when the enemy is also just going just as hard as you are with these fights. So they don't need to wait for the late game at this point. Now they have hit late game in the mid game.
Yeah,
which is not fun at all.
It is
if you're Glacial Void.
175 to 90 CS in the jungle right now.
Yeah.
Kama really having a rough time at the moment.
I can't imagine it feels good having Praise God living in your jungle all game.
And getting away with it 90% of the time. We're looking at a 13 stack Magi Soul Stealer as well on the Lilia here.
Yeah, that's not... Oh, man. Magi's with Leandries, 13 stacks. I mean, you're melting anybody on the other team at this point with one combo.
Yeah,
I don't know what Void can do at this point.
Instantly taunt flash up in the top lane wants nothing to do with the Lilia, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, Senna's sitting at 66 stacks.
Very
at the moment,
ambitious
for those
taunt.
wondering.
Tuna in a lot of trouble here. Does get caught out and killed. Another kill for Lilia, and it looks like they have realized that they have nothing that they can do up in the top side of the map. They're going to give everything up on the top side to CB Ibiza, and they're going to do
They're gonna
everything they
take
can
Baron.
to try to pick up some of the gold bounties. That's going to be a Baron. I mean, there's no way that they can walk up and contest this.
No, they're
It's just going to
all
be an
bot
absolute
lane.
massacre.
I don't know why they sent that many people bot. I mean, I get you want to finish off a tower, but you trade one tower for a tower, a kill, and a Baron coming up here, which is not the most gold efficient
Ama is
way to
there.
play through it.
Down to 1,200 gold.
Oh,
he
he
gets
stole it!
He gets the steal. Kama coming through huge. Will die for it, but that is life back into Glacial Void. It has been a rough game one, but a huge steal going on. I believe it's 4 members as well, so the push going to be even harder right now. Gopamine in a lot of trouble though, but do they get out? Yeah, the channel
here
comes
goes Gopamine.
through. I praise God. Looking for it though. The Karthus ultimate goes in deep, and that's going to be 1 kill to the Karthus, a 2nd kill to the Lilia. Tuna left out to dry. Nothing that he can do right now. No damage is left. Will get out, but that is another 2 kills after they pick up the Baron buff. So CB Ibiza doesn't even need the Baron. They're just going to run the members down, pick up another turret. And unfortunately, they don't have minions at the moment in the mid lane to get the inhibitor, but they would if they could.
That was really less of a Baron steal and more of a suicide to make sure Ibiza just doesn't get it and end the game immediately.
Yeah.
That was very dominant of a fight from them after being not necessarily behind during it, but
no.
they definitely didn't have the advantage going into it.
Poor Kama just getting bullied out in their
Right in
jungle
his
right now.
face.
I praise God, taking the buffs, taking the golems. Nothing he can do. He does get 1. He'll get, one little one, but that's about all.
He's like,
That's
sir,
the rough
please,
game
just
for Kama.
just
Yeah.
a scrap of Krugs, please. I'll take anything at this point. He ends up getting 1, like you said, definitely kind of flirting with death around
Yeah.
Praise God and those Krugs, which I don't think was really necessary, but I guess
Yes.
he did have the rest of his team kind of slowly encroaching, just in case anything did come up. We do have Drake in 5 seconds here as well.
Uh-oh, Titan looking for Brighter. Brighter's walking up, realize, I might be in the wrong spot. 50% HP. The flash comes through. The ultimate insta-kill. Titan picking that one up. 4-0 and 2. Something I wanted to mention as well. I praise God. Level 14, highest level in the game right now.
25 stackaroos on that
Yep.
Medjai's as well. Has the Cosmic Drive and the Leandries with the Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Getting dangerously close to just full build at the 23-minute mark. We're going to see another dragon get taken there by CBI, who are
They're
one
on the
off.
inhibitor.
They
Yep.
might not even get a soul this game. With 3 members of Glacial Void top while this is all happening.
Yep. They are able to out-macro them, out-micro them in game 1 right now. They did trade the outer top turret, but they got a inhibitor turret, potentially an inhibitor, and a bottom tier 2 turret for the trade. I take that any day of the week. And it does look like there's nothing they can do. They can't contest them at the moment. They're not even going to try it. It's 3 members, and there's nothing they can do. Wonderworld does take a little bit of damage. Kobita as well, but it's a Soraka Senna. What are you going to do? Wonderworld just walking away. Does get caught up. The ultimate's not quite there in time, so this could be the fight they're looking for. But Kaiden in on the back line as well, and it's Kama in a 1v2 scenario. Kobita and Waka kiting Kama out, kiting flashing forward. Kobita walking away, though. It's not going to matter. The heals are there. You can't take down 2 healers. They're all flashing. Well, Tuna's living on 1 HP. It's an all-out massacre. 2 members remain. They're hunting. The silence comes through, and the bowling ball, that's a strike. I praise God. 10, 1, and 6 on the Lilia, and you have to wonder, is this game?
They should be able to end it. They've got 30 seconds. They're working pretty hard on the bot side when they could just walk mid and end it right now with the wave that they have. But they're going to get what they can just in case they can't actually end it.
10 seconds up on Kama. Yep, there are 4 members strong. I don't know. They're going for it. The first Nexus Tower does fall right here. It looks like they are going to back out. It doesn't. Okay, there's a lot of auto attack from Waka.
They had you back and forth there. You were doubting, believing, doubting, believing. Not really sure where it was
It's a
gonna go.
roller coaster of emotions over the first Nexus turret, but it does go down at the end of the push, and 8,000 gold advantage for CB Visa here.
And really no objectives on the map right now, which is not good for Glacial Void. The only thing they can do is try and get a turret, but all of
Yep.
the outer turrets are done. They can only go for tier 2s, and that's not going to be very easy when CB Ibiza just has total map control.
Yeah.
uh, Total control over all these objectives. You can't really get close to them. Chitin can one-shot 3/5 of your team with a combo by hitting QER.
Yep.
And then, Wonderworld's getting jumped on early, which I would say is fine, but it's not, because Karthus's job is to die. So
Mhm.
killing him first, you're not really getting anywhere because he's still a champion for like 10 seconds. He can still cast his abilities. He can still ult if he's got it. So Wonderworld maybe isn't the best first choice to go after, but Kama not looking happy here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely in a rough spot. The Shen ultimate has to come down to keep them alive, and Chitin able to just run around and do what they want in the jungle. And we thought this was kind of an awkward draft at the start, but they're playing it really well. And it's looking good. I don't know what you ban in game 2 if you are Glacial Void, because you kind of give it your best luck game 1.
Well, it's not even that. It's that you just watched a team pick 5 random
Yeah.
champions.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you really ban? Do you just stick to your previous bans and try to itemize better against this comp and play it better?
There's
Or
still
do you
no
ban this out
anti-heal.
and let them get on, more comfortable champs? And
Yeah.
there's only the... Well, there's a Melonomicon.
Yeah, I guess
You
there is
have a
not.
couple
I want to see it on the
Thornmails.
ADC. That's part of my problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all AP or defensive. There's no offensive.
Titan going through. Oh no.
Night-night.
The flash comes through as well. Yeah, the Gale Force was up, but the silence did come through, so that's a rough one. Meanwhile, Titan's pretty much 1v4 in the base. 4 members are at the top. CB Ibiza pushing right now. Common unable to connect that. And it's going to be the last remaining Nexus turret, or inhibitor turret, my apologies, does go down. The inhibitor soon to follow, so it is a wide open base. 1 Nexus turret, and this is going to be the last team fight. Kama going in, but that's an insta-kill pretty much on the jungler. Praise God, flashing forward. The Karthus ult comes down. The Shen comes through as well, but praise God, so much healing is done. Brighter gets dropped next. It's only Tuna and Gopamine. The Nexus turret has dropped. They're looking for more kills, fishing for them on the fountain. And that is game 1 going over to CB Ibiza in what was a 25-7 smackdown of Glacial Void in game 1.
Yeah, that was man, at the beginning it was fine. Glacial Void started off all right.
Like I said, the first
Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes, they did a really good job, and then they just didn't do anything after that.
I don't know what happened. It's just maybe just one mistake. I mean, there was the one play mid that we saw from CB Ibiza, which worked very well. The nice 2-man dive with the collapsing of the wave that was coming in. Glacial Void, I think their main missteps were the timing around Dragon when they got that. Shen having to ult late, Victor not quite being there because he had just backed and had a TP in, so no one was really ready for it. I think that was kind of the start of their downfall.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. With that, though, we'll see if Glacial Void is able to bounce back in game 2, but a commanding lead in game 1 for CB Ibiza after what was a really good early game for Glacial Void. So we'll see if they're able to bring it back in game 2. We're going to throw to a quick break, and we'll be right back with Pick and Ban for game 2.
Lying in the darkness, wondering if you're heartless. 'Cause you don't let me see the lights. That you don't really want me, you just wanna call me. But only on the lonely nights. You get If she don't know what happened, then I might call that tragic. I misplaced all my matches. On my way to that address. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow. So please don't judge my actions. I've learned my way through practice. I misplaced all my matches. I'm on my way to that address. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You said I have an accent. I just waste our lives in traffic all day. You don't got your heart. You Google mapped it. I'm on my way to that address. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow. Take it slow, slow.
Long time no see. It's Traxon and Fury back once again. CB Ibiza on the blue side, Glacial Void on the red side. Bands are coming through just as fast as game one. Annie, Ezreal, Lilia, and the Soraka. So we do see some different bands coming through for Glacial Void, but the bands that they left up in game one are still there. Diana and Karthus are removed as well. What are you thinking, Fury?
I
Ooh,
mean,
the
they're gonna
Senna.
grab the Senna anyway. Still going with that. Not a bad pickup. I mean, getting rid of the Lilia, Soraka, and Karthus, I think is smart based off of what happened last game. But at the
Oh, but they
same
didn't
time,
ban the
like,
Karma.
yeah, I was
Uh-oh.
gonna say Karma's not
The
banned.
Karma and
Um,
Senna just press R, win game. We'll
so I don't know
see.
what's gonna happen here.
What's the answer from Glacial Void? It is the Cho'Gath that was banned away in game one by CB
Okay.
Ibiza. Back in game two for Glacial Void. Is it going to be enough, though? Trundle also locked in. So the jungle and
I
the
don't
top
like
lane
the
already selected. They get
no.
counter picks in both lanes here
You just
for
pick
CB
Xin Zhao
Ibiza.
again.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. We'll see what they go with here.
I don't know why you pick Trundle before you see any tanks, especially because there was one whole tank pick last game.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
you know what does really well in the
Uh-oh.
Trundle? Kindred. That's the hover right now. Do they lock it in? That is the question.
They do.
And
I
it
like it.
is the lock in. So healing, they're not going to die. A hyper carry in the jungle up against the Trundle. So it was bad game one. It could be even worse in game two with the Kindred into the Trundle matchup.
Yeah, Glacial Void's about to find out why when someone picks Kindred in Blue Water, that team usually wins.
Yeah.
Uh,
Set locked in off
the
the
amount of
top lane up
times.
against the Cho'Gath too.
That's a good pick. Uh, I mean, we think it's top against Cho'Gath. I mean, this is CB we're talking
True.
about here. Dude just pulled some crazy stuff
Could be
out last game.
could be a support. You never know.
Could
But
be support, could be ADC, mid,
the
jungle, top.
I like to
He's
see
flexible.
the engage, and the ability to pull people out of the Kindred alt should it occur. And a
Maokai.
Maokai locked in. So we're looking at a pretty big, beefy front line for Glacial Void, which
Set
could
loves,
lean
by the way.
into a what?
Set loves this, by the way. Set
True.
loves the
Yes,
fact that
Set
there's
does.
3 tanks being picked
Kindred
up right now.
Kindred does a really good job at the tanks as well, but you wonder, are they picking up a tank buster? The Karma ban does come through, but are they picking up a tank buster for Wonderworld? We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do here. I hope Wonderworld gets thrown on something crazy. Just throw him on Vayne, Twitch, Draven. Just like he's very good at higher skill cap ADCs.
All right, and the
Uh,
Xerath bands coming through, as well as the Victors, so we'll see
mhm.
what Glacial Void is able to pull out here.
Victor's
With
understandable, like just
our
in
point.
general. I guess if you don't want to play the Garen mid again, but what's stopping you
I mean,
from just
Victor's
playing
just
Garen mid again?
it's such a strong champion in terms of you don't have to do anything in the early game. You just get to mid game, press R with your E, and then you just do so much damage. There's a lot of zoning potential, and you have to be pretty. Ooh, a Swain locked in for Glacial Void, and a.
I like this. I
This
like
is
this a lot.
wild. This is
I
a
have an entire
wild
account
pick and
dedicated to
ban.
him.
Do
Pick
they
it.
lock it in? 16 seconds left. The brand is being hovered. But is it going to be a brand mid? Is it going to be a brand APC? Does Wonderworld even play this champion? I didn't think he played Karthus. We're going to find out. And it is locked in. So,
This is crazy.
and
Orn, okay.
so it's
Set support?
set mid?
Set mid?
Set mid brand Senna, maybe? Or set Senna. It could be fasting Senna with set support.
Could be old school Orn support too, though.
No, I don't think so. I don't know
It's
what's going on
possible.
anymore.
I don't know what's happening either. I really don't.
Is it a
But
Cho'Gath mid? I feel like my brain hurts right now.
I don't know anymore.
I'm trying to figure out what's going
Um,
on. Who goes where? What is the idea?
Tryndamere.
Tryndamere locked in.
Okay. All right. I'm not even gonna try to make any guesses off of anything. I'll wait
No,
till
no,
we
no.
get
We
in
gotta
game
guess. We
before
gotta
we
guess. We
find
gotta
that
guess.
out. No way.
Okay, I'm saying Tryndamere top. No, crap. All right, Trundle jungle. Maokai Swain bot. Cho'Gath mid. Tryndamere top. Right? Because Maokai just goes in. Swain
Yeah.
gets the free pullback with the E
Mm-hmm.
into damage. I don't
He
think
would do
anyone
the
else
same
goes
thing
in the
with
jungle.
Cho'Gath too, though.
Yeah, but I think I
If
like
Cho'Gath
Cho'Gath
doesn't
more in
knock
the
up.
mid lane. Because it's more reliable in the bot lane. And where are you going to put Maokai? Maokai's not a great top laner. You're not putting Maokai in the mid lane. So I think you go support.
I think it's Cho top, Trundle jungle, Trind mid, Maokai Swain bot,
Mm-hmm.
and then CB. I am doing
Okay, so yeah.
Orn
Orn
top.
top.
Yeah.
Okay. Kindred jungle.
Uh-huh.
Brand mid. Senna set bot.
I actually hope it is brand mid, because if it's brand mid and it's Tryndamere mid, brand stomps that 100% of the time. I only know that because of how much I play brand. And brand top versus Tryndamere is just in shambles the entire time because you E him, and every time he walks out, you just Q him over and over and over again. And
Yeah.
Tryndamere players are fuming. So I think we're parallel on the CBI matchup. I think that's exactly what it's gonna be.
Okay. Oh boy.
We'll see. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
If you're gonna ask me the same question as last game about the draft, I'm going the complete opposite. I am heavily favoring CBI's
I like
draft this
CB's
game.
draft. I don't know what's going on with Glacial Void, but Glacial Void doesn't want to team fight. They have the Tryndamere. They want to get ahead in the side lane and try to take these objectives down. And I think they have a decent comp actually to avoid the 5v5, right? If
Mhm.
at any point in time the Orn Horn comes down, all you have to do is Trundle pillar people off, right? You drop the Maokai ultimate. Cho'Gath has a couple zoning abilities and kiting abilities as well. So I think they have the option to avoid the 5v5 team fight, but I think Glacial Void's team comp is more difficult to play than CB's, especially
Yeah,
with the long range
100%.
engage, the easy ultimates, the big team fight damage, the heals coming through. The Kindred on the Senna, just I think if their lanes are going where I think they're going, I think CB has the easier to execute comp and the better overall. But I'm very interested to see how this game plays out. So after game one, I'm thinking CB picks up game two. How about you?
Yeah, I think CB just take game number 2. I think they might even take it quicker than last game. Just going based off of this, Set hits level 6. He's getting massive ultimates on a majority of Glacial. If Trin tries going in, Set can just ult him away. Brand can stop him, and he's their main source of damage. Like, no one on Glacial's pumping out enough damage to really do anything, especially in the early game.
Yeah, so I have no clue what's going on. This is going to be great. I'm very much looking forward to it. It looks like the set might be lining up in the mid lane, which makes things spicy. With the trainer in the mid lane as well, Cho'Gath top. So we'll see how it works out. We're going to throw to a quick break, and we'll be back with CB Ibiza taking on Glacial Void. Can Glacial Void bounce back after a disappointing game one? We'll find out in just a few minutes. All right, we're back. Last game, you saw CB Ibiza take a convincing 1-0 lead over Glacial Void. CB Ibiza on the blue side, Glacial Void on the red side. It's time for game 2. It looks like it's a 5-point right now. Nothing too crazy level 1. We discussed the intricacies of this team comp, and we were wrong. It is a set mid, brand bot, Trendimir mid, and a Cho'Gath top. We were close. We got the bot lane right and the jungles right. But after that, not that great.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, we got everything right except for just Chitin and Wonderworld.
Exactly, like what you
Because
said.
I
got
thought
everything-
Wonderworld was going Senna.
Yeah, I mean, I got everything right except for the stuff that I didn't get right. But other than that, we're good to go. There is an early ward. They did drop a couple early wards.
Nice
it looks
dodge. Like not on purpose dodge, but nice dodge by Wonderworld.
Yep. Kobita's looking for Tuna.
He wins those trades too. Level 1 Ornn is not going to be fun to deal with.
Tuna's running away. He's get me out of here. I don't want to deal with this. I want to get my E and I want to sustain.
Disgusting champion.
Yeah.
Ornn. I mean, I love Ornn, but he's a disgusting champion.
Tank assassin brawler coming up in the
Tank
top lane.
assassin,
Brighter taking all the damage.
bursts.
Yeah. Titan has to be careful because Brighter can just stat check him if he's not careful in the early game.
Yeah,
But
the
one
Trindamere
crit
level
and
1.
that game is over.
Trindamere level 1 probably
looking for it, though.
scarier than Kobita level 1. Trundle probably made a little bit better.
That's a decent trade, actually. Brighter down to 50% HP, but they both have the Duran Shield on the pot, so.
Up top lane gank.
Yeah, top lane, gank up. Kobita is in trouble. Does flash the Q, though, so Combat doesn't quite get the bite off on a Kobita. Does land on the minion, so I was looking at the fight actually going on in the bot lane when you were talking about the top lane. And it is good trading in the bot lane for CB Ibiza. Brighter is pretty low up against Chitin right now. Level 2 coming through for the mid lanes. Wonderworld looking for a poke on that Swain. Anytime that E's down, you pretty much look to fight.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that directed camera took so long to go up there because that was happening for a little bit. I was watching on the mini map. But they did get the flash out of Kobita, which is pretty big early on against someone like Ornn. Chitin and Brighter. Constant skirmishing around the map.
It out. Yeah, this is going to be a bloody
This is
lane,
going
I
to be
imagine.
brutal for you. This whole game is going to be brutal for you.
Praise God coming up in the top lane. Does have the red buff. The Ornn is looking for a little bit of damage. Praise God does get the red buff applied. The flash comes through for Tuna. One more auto attack, and it's first blood to the Kindred.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Praise God did mark before he got it. No, maybe not. He has 0 hunts. Didn't quite mark Tuna before he got that kill. Still sitting at 0 marks.
We got a scrap in the mid lane. Brighter in a little bit of trouble. The flash comes through for Chitin. The flash answer from Brighter, but we got to fight in the bot lane as well. Here comes Combat. Wonderworld does have to flash the pillar, but it's a flash through from Gopamine. Waka does make the side step, though. They're able to get this out, turning it back onto Kama. Good damage in the 2v3 in the bot lane right now. They're looking for more, but it's not going to happen. A failed gank in the bot lane, but we got people roaming down. Praise God and Chitin going for that scuttle. So that will be the first stack to Kindred off the back of a failed gank. And they're still looking for damage in the bot lane. Kama coming forward will meet Praise God in the jungle, but able to get that speed up and walk away. So a lot of action and only 1 kill. Praise God does face check the bush. The pillar doesn't quite connect, but will do a little bit of damage. The wolf in the bush as well. And they have to be careful. They're so low, but that is a level 3. It's a squishy Kindred looking to try to find some more damage, but not going to have it. Does dash into the Maokai sapling, so we'll kind of deter that. Brighter is there for the collapse, but everyone so low from the side of Glacial Void, but they all walk out alive.
Yeah, that was a very, very long skirmish. Praise God. Sitting around in just volatile territory, 1 versus 3, and somehow doesn't die, keeping everybody on the other side of the wall. Waka, a massive amount of damage. Top side, Kobita down about 1 wave in farm to Tuna here, which I think is expected this early on in the game. Cho has a little bit better clear versus Kobita, just having better 1v1 skirmishing. Mid lane going about as well as we'd expect it to.
Yep.
Level 6 is going to be the big difference for these two champions. Brighter hits level 6 and Chitin looks like this. He's going in for sure.
Oh, 100%. Let's see if they're able to pull off some cheeky, like, dunk ganks, as I like to call them. Ooh, level 5. Ooh. Still, the chicken comes through, but Trundle's there. I don't think it's a dive angle, though. The wave not quite under the tower yet.
Ooh, and then he's
Brighter
gonna take a tower
yeah,
shot.
that tower shot, yeah, pretty much killed any look there. Helium Bamboo in the area, but is spotted out on that wood in the pixel brush. Meanwhile, Dragon down to 1600 health. They were not able to see that. And that will
I
be
didn't
first
even
Drake
see it.
going over to CB Ibiza. Yeah, so
We're
it was
over
a
here
really
watching
cheeky
the
Drake, actually.
we're watching
played.
the fest up in
Yeah.
top lane of just them farming back and forth, and they end up stealing Drake right up from underneath them,
Yeah.
and they're gonna
Uh-oh.
grab that mark
It's
of the
the, yeah,
Kindred on
it's the
Grom.
second one. Yep. Oh, the stacking has begun. And already at 6 minutes, 1.5 thousand gold difference between these two teams right now. Things are looking much better for CB Visa in the early game versus game 1.
For sure. 1.5k, 1.6k gold
Uh-oh,
lead right now.
Gopamine in a bit of a rough spot, trading against Wonderworld, who does have to reset the minion aggro. Gopamine
Oh, no.
looking to just go in under the turret, not wanting to give that kill over to Kindred. Wonderworld will pick up the solo kill with the assist of the turret. 2-0 in favor of CB Ibiza.
Actually pretty smart of Gopamine to do that there. Just get
They
the kill
dive
over to
this?
Wonderworld. Doesn't even give any kind of assist. I don't know that they can dive it. Kobita just hit
Yeah,
level
he
6.
just hit 6. Yeah, if they had pushed that in and Kama had instantly gone there, they had a couple minions, and they could have potentially
level
gone
6.
with a dive with a Cho'Gath level 6, but not quite finding the timing right there as he went for the Gromp.
And right there, Brighter taking a bad trade into Chitin there. The Facebreaker absolutely doing massive amount of damage with the combo of the Haymaker. So Brighter has to use his Q to heal. He's going to still continue to push. But Chitin's sitting ahead in CS right now.
Praise God might fight Tuna here. This is a, level 6 Cho'Gath, level 5. Does come through. The Q not going to land, but a little bit of damage. Yeah, could be at too low. Doesn't want to really force that issue right there. Kama was on the red buff, so that was a quick rotate. Could the need arise, but Tuna can maybe stop this back, but not going to happen.
Brighter popped that ghost to run after Chitin.
Wonderworld might find Gopamine under the turret, though. In the bot lane, the turret shot comes through, and everyone walks out alive. Off the back of the support reset, Gopamine almost drops under the turret, but Wonderworld not quite enough damage there.
This is the Fury just stays quiet stream. Well, I'm just not going to talk
Sorry,
anymore.
man.
There's just so much fighting going on this game. I'm good. I'm chilling.
There's so much fighting and no one's dying either. Speaking of dying, though, Chitin biting off a little more than he can chew. Finding Kama. Brighter is there as well. Down to, 2 hits, it looks like. Yeah, they're just going to kite him back and forth, and Brighter picks that kill up. But meanwhile, in the top lane, it's a 2v1 dive under the turret. Kobita gets that kill. So it's a 1-for-1 across the map.
And praise God, still had Swain marked there. Didn't quite have Cho'Gath, so still sitting only at 2 marks of the Kindred. The respawn was on the Gromp.
Not that bad, though.
Rift Herald's up as well. I'm surprised they're not going to go for that.
Yeah, if you look at Gromp, they actually pinked it to make sure that they does not have vision over that.
That's
and
not
Trundle's
a
running
bad
straight
move.
for it. No, not at all, but they really do not want this Kindred to stack at all.
No, you can't let that happen. Kindred needs to be on lock the entire game. Because if she starts to get out of hand, which it's very quick for that to happen, Kindred gets one good play and it's over.
Yeah,
They need to make sure they're on top of where she is at all times.
Waka's almost level 6, a little over halfway to 6. Helium's almost level 5. I feel like the Maokai has been doing an absurd amount of roaming and trying to get vision down, but Helium Bamboo has not been within the XP range for a very long time, and it's going to put this Maokai pretty far behind, because you want them to be a tanky frontliner, but they're just not getting the income to do that.
Yeah, the biggest issue I have down there is we were talking about the...
Flash comes
potential.
through.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, Kama could be in trouble. A little bit of damage. Not going to find it, though. The pillar comes through into the dunk. The Kindred ultimate a little bit early, actually. Kama in trouble, but here comes Brighter on the backside. Praise God should be going down in just a second here. Chitin in all sorts of trouble. In between 2 turrets. Gopamine is there. Does look to try to secure the E, but not going to happen. Chitin does not have Flash. Waka trying to escort the mid laner out. A huge shield coming through, but it's not going to be enough. Gopamine has taken down Chitin. Brighter in onto Waka. The flash comes through. The exhaust is there. Wonderworld about 50% HP, but the rest of Glacial Void too low. They do get out with blinking health bars, and it was very close to turning around. And you wonder if the bot lane for CVBs rotated up a little bit earlier with that invade, it would have been a totally different team fight. But now we're sitting 3-3 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I just think that invade was dumb in general. Flashing forward when they're already essentially under their own tower. You have no prio in the bot lane. You wasted 2 ults.
Are you looking to dive this? Oh, it's
I hope
so
not.
close.
They
They're
can definitely
so
not
close.
dive this right
They
now.
have
Wonder,
the Senna ult. They have the Senna ult.
They do. Wonder
Oh,
does
a
not
flash
have
coming
his
through from
ult.
Wonder. Yeah. Oh man, if only they knew they could just throw it out there. It could have been a potential kill on Malkai, but understandable. They save it. Oh,
Oh,
so
just
close to
in
that.
it.
Yeah. This could be a 1v1 under the turret going either way if one of these skill shots hits for either of the APCs down there.
Yeah, we're only 11 minutes in right now. 2K gold lead to CB. 2 Drakes are up right now, but it is 3-3 in terms of the kill. We have Kindred, I believe, still sitting at 2 marks here. New one hasn't quite respawned, and it's going to be on the Gromp again.
You have, yeah, Gromp is up, but hear me out, right? Your bot lane just got off a reset. Why don't you go top? You have 3 plates in the bot lane, right? A solo kill on the top lane. It looked away for 10 seconds. What just happened? Kobita gets the
I don't know how you
one
didn't see
comes
that
through.
happen.
I was sorry. I was looking at the map state for a second there. Kobita with the 1v1 kill. What I was trying to get at is I want to see them take the Rift Herald, but if the jungler is able to, just walk down to the top lane and get the 1v1 kill up there, it doesn't matter. Keep your bot lane bot. But I was going to say, put them top, get the Rift Herald, and then start knocking on these outer turrets. But, you can just get a 1v1 kill. Walk in a little bit of trouble from Brighter as well, but Will able to get out of that.
Yeah, not a bad play there from Brighter. Manages to get a kill onto Chitin in the mid lane. The set mid definitely not doing well for them in this game so far here. Kama showing up in the bot lane, potentially looking to go for a dive here, but we are going to see a Rift Herald dropped in the top side. Praise God, doing exactly what you wanted him to do and go top there. First tower is going to go down up top side.
Yep, that's a lot of gold. 20 CS separates these 2 junglers, about 900 gold as well. There are 3 members in the bot lane, but I don't know if Kama's getting a whole lot done. They're fishing for this dive, but I just don't know if they're going to get it right now. Oh, Winterworld's in a whole world of hurt. All right, they do get that. What? Oh, maybe.
Oh, man.
It's close. He's doing so much damage. They get 1 kill back in the 2v3, so that's a great turnaround from them. Waka looking for more, but not going to be enough damage. Chitin is coming down, though. Waka trying to bait Gopamine in, and Chitin not able to find it. Trundle did spot them out, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 in the fight in the bot lane.
Yeah, Kama unfortunately pillaring himself off of Wonderworld there. Wonderworld just a little bit too risky of a play.
Yeah. Oh, the Ornn comes through with the flash. Brighter gets destroyed without the ultimate. Kama does have to flash. His Chitin was there as well.
It was very well played.
Did they pick up that stack?
He did. He picked up the stack and the flash dash from Kobita over the wall. Got the knock up. They secured the kill before Brighter got the
beautiful flash from Kobita there. Yeah. Things are looking good.
Yeah, Set going to go top now as well. We are going to see Eyes Praise God still sitting in the jungle, not quite living in the jungle like he was in the last game, which at this point I think is understandable. I really don't think
quite have that lead.
Kindred into just, even just Tryndamere himself, if he turns around and walks into his own jungle, you're going to have a bad time. A little bit of a dive in the bot side here.
Yeah, not quite enough. That is a lot of damage on a Gopamine with that landing, though. And there's just not the healing that CB Waka has for Wonderworld, so they're just getting constantly poked out and losing these trades. Look at the CS difference. I honestly haven't seen that. The Senna ulti comes through, though. Wonderworld is under turret. Oh, it's going to be a lot of damage. The flash comes through. Gopamine goes golden. Waka gets rooted, and that looks like it could potentially be a double kill. It does get secured by the Swain. It was close, but they pull it off at the end, and the Glacial Void bot lane does strike back.
Yeah, not the best play there by Ibiza. I don't know why Wonderworld and Waka wanted to walk up. You can't walk up under a Swain like that when he can hit you with one ability and pull you. Brighter, very low.
Does pop the Undying Rage. Oh, the Ornhorn comes through. Does he find the knockup? It's there. The Brittle Proc and a solo kill. Kobita taking down Brighter.
And just as I say, a weird play by Ibiza, a weird play by Brighter, trying to fight that. When Ornn is more than half health and you need to pop your ult, you just didn't win that fight. He needs to be much, much lower for that fight to be won, especially when his ult's up like that. Very nice solo kill there by Kobita. Has 306 stacks of the tier with that fully built Sunfire.
Yeah.
Drag is up in 25 seconds, and Ibiza so far have the advantage.
Yeah. And what I wanted to say before they kind of picked that awkward die for the Praise God could be in trouble. Karma is there with Gopamine, but the cavalry has arrived. Walker with the heals. Praise God down to 50% HP. Karma in a lot of trouble. Does get dunked. Tuna there is there as well. Left for dead by Gopamine. The flash comes through, but it's too little, too late, and it's another stack going over to I Praise God.
I Praise God picks up. Let's see exactly how many
5th
stacks he's at right now. 5 stacks at 16 minutes. It's very good. That's going to be a dragon getting picked up here as well. This is going to be the Mountain Soul this time around, which I didn't realize this was his third Drake already at 16 minutes.
Minute Soul for Mountain. Yeah, I think if they get this, it's pretty doomed for Glacial Void. I'm going to be honest with you. You have a huge CS difference in the bot lane, in the jungle as well. Mid lane's holding on. You have kills on the Swain at least, but they're just kind of getting bullied down here right now. It does have to pop the Maka ultimate to get out. And it's the jungle on the top side of the map really just running away in favor of CB Ibiza here.
Yeah, that was a weird flash by Praise God. Maybe just a little bit greedy for a kill there. We're going to see the rest of Ibiza start to take a reset after that. Wonderworld and Waka finally get a back, sitting on a decent amount of gold there. Up on the top side, see Set have a little bit of a better time into Tuna here. Maybe this should have been something that happened earlier on, or maybe it's better that you send Kobita here when he has this much of a lead against Brighter. But Chitin definitely not struggling as much versus the Cho'Gath as he was against the Tryndamere.
We're at 17 minutes, 3 Drakes, a Rift Herald, and all outer turrets in favor of CB Ibiza. They are having a wonderful game when it comes to objectives right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the main part of this game now too. Like, this whole game is now just centered around objectives. Riot continues to buff them because
Praise God, face checks into Kama, a lot of damage. The dash try to come through. Here comes the Ornn ultimate, try to keep him safe.
My.
It does actually get interrupted. I Praise God now on a killing spree. Brighter flashing forward on I Praise God though, and it's gonna be Kobita in the back line taking down Brighter in a 1v4, does get dunked.
Wow.
And Wonder will take that one up. So that is 3 kills for nothing going over.
And they're looking
to
for
CB Ibiza.
more.
Yep.
They
can't even do Baron right now. It's not even up. They're going for a tier 2 turret, and that's another kill. Tuna, what are you doing there? You're way too far forward. There's nothing that you can do to save that turret. You and Swain are never going to protect that, and that's an additional turret going down. Rift Herald's up should they want to turn that, and they could potentially crack an inhibitor turret on the next play.
Literally started off as Praise God being too deep, getting caught out. Waka shows up, gets a very clutch heal. Chitin shows up, gets a very, very clutch pull as Brighter was about to finish the job on a Praise God. But nobody ends up dying on the side of Ibiza there. Praise God ends up out just scot-free, and they turn it into 4 kills in their favor as well as that tower.
There's only 2 anti-heal items right now.
Purple username. Thank you for 2 years.
2 years, my
over
goodness.
to BOL. Thank you so much for your support.
Yes. So we're having a wonderful day. Shout out to the 2 years, but let's get back to this game right now. So if you are Glacial Void, what do you look to try to do here?
Dude, honestly, if this gold lead was a little bit closer, I could give you an answer. But it's 9K, basically.
It's 9,000 sub 20 minutes into this game.
Yeah, that's a big jump. Me and Dia always call it at 5K. It's usually like, hey, 5K gold lead, you're probably set for life.
Yep.
I'm genuinely trying to think of something that Void can do. The only thing that can happen is Ibiza throw hard. Like, I mean, Ibiza needs to 5-man int at Baron, and then Void needs to take, like, 2 towers, the entirety of the enemy jungle, and get, like, 3 kills. In order to really even be back into this game.
Yeah, we'll see. It is... Hey, on the bright side, if they pull this off, it is pretty much a miracle. Kama could be in trouble here. Wonderworld does take a lot of damage, but deals a lot back Walk able to pick that kill up. A second kill goes for them. And that is Gopamine down in just a second. Chitin goes for the dunk with style. That is 3 quick kills. Brighter in on the flank, but nothing that you can do to stop this right now.
Can't wait to see
And
the
Praise
Kindred
God
damage.
he's literally just
Oh my
diving.
god. This is what I
He's
mean.
taking turn
Praise
and
Praise
diving.
God has 8 stacks, a Kraken Slayer, and a Runin's Hurricane at 20 minutes.
Kind of an odd call from him to back off the turret, because I think whatever wants to take it, but the rest of the team is like, let's go take the blue buff and then transition into the bot lane turret. I think that's a turret. And
No,
I think you can get
they're gonna
there, too.
transition straight into the dragon.
guess
They
so.
don't want
Yeah,
to
it
risk
makes sense.
anything, which is fine that you don't want to risk anything, but you can win those fights still. I don't think there's really a need to be scared of these fights.
Especially when they're sending 3 members top to try to take down Kobita. Does have flash. Oh, the ghost comes through from Brighter. The Ornhorn as well. What is he able to do? Nope, doesn't come through. The knockup from the Cho'Gath is there. And that is the Chomp coming through, but it's a 1-for-1 across the map. The Dragon should go over to CB Ibiza. And that will be Mountain Soul for them. So
There's no way this is worth it at all.
Yeah,
to
I don't
kill
know if there's
Kobita.
anything that they can do to kind of come back from this.
That seemed like a
Not sure.
desperation play, just like we need to get some kind of kill and some kind of gold, but you give up the same amount of gold in the bot side with that kill, except for the shutdown, obviously, but that's negated by the tower.
They do get a turret.
They do.
They do get a turret.
And they're going to
They
get
some
another
gold
one
back. They'll get a
potentially on the
second
top
one.
side.
But, you know, I don't honestly know if that's worth Mountain Soul either. Oop,
I
praise
can't say
God,
it's
going
worth
for the
it.
flash with style. Does get the kite down. Gonna go over to try to get Kama as
He's
well.
going for more.
Oh no, the Kindred is a tear right now. Chitin popping the ghost, looking for this. The teleporter from Kobita. Brighter will catch Waka. That's not where you want to be, Waka. Best of luck to you there. But Brighter doesn't have ultimate, so might be able to turn this one around. He does get it.
My.
Oh no, Kama gets out, but the support 1v1's the mid laner. You hate to see it, but that will be a kill. Ornhorn is up in a couple seconds here. They're on Baron, down 8,000 health. Cho'Gath does have ultimate, so it could be a miraculous steal coming through with the Cho'Gath Chomp. Kama does have smite as well, so it is kind of a 50-50 if he decides to flash over. Cho'Gath knockup comes through. It's another kill. The jungler's down, so they can't do that. It's all up to Tuna. Does have to flash. Does he go over? The CC is there, but the dunk is there as well. Nothing that Tuna can do, and this, just locked down for days, it looks like. Able to walk out, but that is a Baron going over to 5 members of CB Ibiza.
Yeah, you can't really play the game when there's that much CC on the other side of the board. Big Baron, that's going over to 5 as well. So they're going to get right back into the action. They're trying to siege down, probably top lane first. You're going to see Kobita go up that way. I mean, 1-4-0 could work. 1-3-1 might even be the better play because you can force people around the map. You're going to force at least 3 people to go take on Kobita up on the top side. So this could be the end game, I mean, next couple minutes or so.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but it does seem like it's really doomed. Elder is up in, 4 minutes, so there's always the possibility that something goes horribly wrong for CB Ibiza, and Glacial Void is able to pull it out in the end off the back of some sort of steal. Brighter does get caught out a little bit here, but was able to walk away, was pretty close to base. But what I was going to say, there's always the possibility something goes horribly wrong, but it's 10,000 gold with Mountain Soul, so the odds of that happening pretty slim right now.
Yeah, I don't really see too much in the way of a comeback that could even really mount. I hate calling games early, I really do. I feel bad about it. But an 11k gold lead, 25 minutes in.
The base has been cracked, and they're trying to let the minions finish off that inhibitor. They won't get it. It was close. You think one more? Oh, the death rush comes through.
It is.
Someone's going to check this.
100%. They're going to think they're going to stop. Smart.
Playing MVP. Chitin was looking for it, but yeah, the rest of the team smartly backs off, and they're looking to just kind of string them back and forth, try to pick them out in the jungle as they look for the top turret, tier 2 turret next.
Yeah, and I can't imagine this is going to be stopped as well. Yeah, I mean, this is
I think
2
you
auto
the
attacks
Ornhorn here,
away.
honestly. Yeah, catch out these members, but looks like they're going to be a little more conservative.
I think you
with
call in the
ultimate.
Ornhorn here on second turret.
Fair, yeah. I think you get it down to like 50% HP and then call on the Ornhorn. There it comes. Knockup comes through onto 3 members. Gopamine in the backside, almost dead. Kama taking a lot of damage as well. Helium Bamboo goes forward, has to flash out. Tuna, 1 shot from death. iPraise guy will pick that one up. Another kill goes down. Chitin gets that one. That's 2 for 0. Kama running for his life. Chitin dunking him into the rest of his base.
Oh
Kobita
man,
there
that's a
as well.
champion.
Another kill by Chitin. Brighter trying to get onto iPraise God, but the Kindred just won't die. Gopamine, the last member in the base, goes golden. A huge shield from Chitin.
Oh,
Does
gets a
get the
kill.
shutdown on the Kindred. Does survive. Waka goes down next, but it is both inhibitors in the top, in the mid lane going down. 4 kills for 2. You take that any day of the week. 3 members remain. The Baron buff
Uh-oh.
is still up. We're good. I think it was an alarm, but I think we're okay. Sorry about
yeah,
that.
that was an unnecessary extension to the game. Basically, like the game realistically should have been over. But praise God, Waka getting very greedy for extra
Yeah,
kills
one of that kills
is now
so
going to
bad.
extend this game out for however long here.
Another 2-3 minutes
But yeah,
probably.
more than likely at least one more fight here.
Here's the Elder.
12k gold lead.
Yep, 12k. Mountain Soul. Elder coming up soon. So, I mean, they win this. If they win this, which it's very hard for them not to, they get all the resets off in a timely manner as well. So, Kobita has teleport up in the top lane. So, this should be pretty much the nail in the coffin for them. But we'll see. I've seen some crazier things happen before. Who knows? Maybe Cho'Gath could get an ult off. But there's just so much healing. Plus the ultimate on the side of the Kindred. I just don't know if there's much hope right now for Glacial Void in this game.
Yeah, I don't really see it myself being able to happen. We're walking through the entirety of the blue side jungle for CB Ibiza.
Oh, Kama's caught. Oh, this is not
there
good.
it is.
Waka's
That's the
taking a lot
big
of
play.
damage too, though. Oh, Brighter's on the flank, though. They're going forward for this. Kama. Oh, there's no one to help them. They have gone too deep. Praise God flashes for it, but here comes the Trendamere. A whole lot of damage. Kindred can't even get the ult off. It's not there, but Waka, so much damage just came through from this Senna ultimate, and that's
Oh my
5.
God.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
I don't know if you just watched the stacks of Wonderworld go from like 15 to 22
my
in about
gosh.
3 seconds.
The wombo combo comes through from the Senna and Wonderworld right there. They just got absolutely melted. 29-11. And a convincing game too. 27 minutes, 55 seconds. CB Ibiza 2-0 Glacial Void.
Yeah, man, that was a very well fought game 2 by CB Ibiza. Definitely not as close as game number 1. I mean, I just really want to see the Kindred damage after this, honestly.
Yeah,
I gotta pull
yeah.
that up and take a look.
My goodness.
Let's see. Kindred. Oh, they changed. What happened here? What is your after report? Okay, it's broken. Okay, good. Good to know. So I have no idea what
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
did because all the
My chat's
graphs,
dead right now.
all the graphs
Yeah.
don't work. So never mind. I don't get to see the one thing I wanted to see. Uh, very, very well for CB though. I think everybody but one person had CB winning tonight, if I'm not mistaken, and they definitely showed why they were a favorite tonight.
Yeah. So that was a solid win from CB Ibiza. They go 2-0 on the season. And who do they play next week? Let me try to bring that up in my bajillion browser.
29k brand damage, by the way.
29k. My goodness. Well,
Pretty short game to have
anything
that
you'd
much
like to say
damage
to wrap this series up here, Ferry? Or
I mean, just well played by both teams. Both came out to play. Hopefully, Glacial Void not too deterred by tonight's games, but still very well fought.
yeah, and honestly, if you are in the division with CB Ibiza, it is kind of scary looking. You just saw them play some very unconventional team comps that what you would normally see. You know that they can play the regular 5v5, and best of luck to, to their opponents because this team's looking good right now.
Yeah, for sure. That was a very well played by both teams, but Trax and go ahead, you can take us away.
Yeah, thank you all for coming out. We're going to throw it over to Blue Water League 2 in just a moment here. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and we will see you back on this channel next week for Gold on Wednesday and Diamond on Monday. Thank you all. Have a wonderful night.
Peace.